Hello, Carol Amendola here, board certified and licensed nutritionist. Always eager to talk to you about olive oil and high polyphenol olive oil. And I'll tell you the reason for that. Most people use olive oil. It's used almost in every kitchen around the world practically, used in restaurants. It's consumed regularly every day. And yet we know very, very little about it, and that there's actually a range of quality when it comes to olive oil. Today I would like to talk to you about how to manage your high polyphenol olive oil. That's the type of olive oil that we want to be consuming. Olive oil that is high in antioxidants, high in nutrients, and not just pure fat, which is a good fat. It's mostly plant-based fat, so it's not saturated. But there are these levels of quality of olive oil. And once you've taken the time to look for a good quality olive oil and brought it home, and it's high polyphenol, I hope, then there are ways to maximize the use of that olive oil so that you can really get the most out of it. The first thing that you want to do is, of course, you want to buy olive oil that's in a dark bottle, real dark, like this. And so when you find it, that's wonderful. But when you get it home, do not transfer it to another container. I've seen a lot of kitchens with olive oil where it's been transferred into cute little decanters that are made of glass, and the light can get right through it, and it does affect the polyphenol count, which means it's affecting the nutritional value of the olive oil. So keep it in your dark bottle, and then also keep it in a dark place so that light isn't hitting it. Even when it's in a dark bottle, if you have it constantly in sunlight, it will start to degrade the nutritional value. So keep it in a dark place. That's number 2. Don't transfer it to anything clear. That was number 1. Keep it in the dark bottle. Do not store it where it's going to be warm. So don't keep your bottle of olive oil near the stove or above the oven or someplace where it's going to be under heat conditions, because again, heat, air, and light are all things that will affect the quality of your olive oil. Even after you've gone through all the pains of finding a good olive oil, you have to make sure that you are managing it correctly. So don't let it sit where it's going to be hot and in the heat, because that will start to degrade the nutritional value. The other thing that people don't think about is when you use the olive oil and you take the cap off. I have this cap on pretty tight. So you take the cap off, air is now getting into your olive oil. And so when your olive oil is new and it's capped and it's high quality, it has a good shelf life of 18 to 25 months. If you take the cap off and you let air continue to get in this olive oil, it will lessen the quality of your olive oil and lessen the shelf life of it. So make sure once you've used it, put the cap back on, make sure it's secured tightly so that air isn't getting into your olive oil. Pretty interesting. So in review, it's air, it's light, and it's heat that will definitely affect the quality and the nutritional benefit of your olive oil. This olive oil is high polyphenol, so it has a polyphenol content of over 600. And the higher the polyphenol content, the more that you can cook with it, and so that it gets a higher smoke point. I've been hearing a lot of people asking me lately, what about the smoke point of the olive oil? Well, as long as you have a high polyphenol olive oil, it will hold up under heat. And by smoke point, we mean what happens to oil once it's overheated and it stops glistening in the pan and all you have is smoke. And that can, with certain foods, in combination with certain foods, cause a compound named acrylamide, which is not good for us, so you don't want that. So I think that's it for the recap today on how to store and manage and handle your high polyphenol content. Congratulations if you have found some. If you haven't, I'm going to leave a link in the description below of the Deliba of the Deliva membership club, where you can get high polyphenol, highest quality olive oil shipped from Italy to your door, and you can read about it. So thank you to all my subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. It would make me extremely happy. Not that you are here to make me happy, but it would certainly make my day. Thank you so much. See you again soon.